How's it going, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be comparing creator LUTs to DaVinci Shotmatch. Is it still necessary to pay $20 to $50 in creator LUTs in order to get that aesthetic, or can we simply screen grab their work and get it for free? I'll be comparing looks and LUTs from 3 different creators: Peter McKinnon, Vuhlandes, and Matti Haapoja, each of which has their own distinct style and personality. Before we jump in though, just a quick disclaimer. Creators give so much free information on the internet, and I'm not sitting here trying to take revenue away from them. In fact, I purchased all of these LUTs myself. What I am trying to find out is if we can use the free tools within DaVinci to get similar results and hopefully help anyone who might not be in a financial position to make these digital purchases. So with that out of the way, let's jump into DaVinci. So let's start with Peter McKinnon. Here I have 2 LUTs from his first LUT pack, that's Kodak Killer and Black Eye. So what I've done here with each creator is I've taken a screen grab from their LUT explanation video, the one where they explain what the LUTs are and like how you can install them on your computer. And that way I can draw a direct comparison between the LUT itself and the shot matched clip. All right, so let's start with Kodak Killer. Just gonna go to the color tab, and what I'll do, very simple, is just right click and select shot match to clip. And so there we have DaVinci working its magic. So it doesn't look great, not gonna lie. I think DaVinci is seeing all of this green shrubbery, these leaves over here, and sort of applying this greenish hue over top the entire image. It's not horrible, but it definitely doesn't really look like the Kodak Killer LUT. So what I'm gonna do now in order to make the playing field a little bit more even is I'm going to actually make this log footage. I'm gonna convert it to Rec 709. So there we go, I've applied the color space transform, created a new node, and now I'm going to right click and shot match the clip. So the 2 clips don't look horribly different. I would say that the second one does look a little bit richer. It actually has the Rec 709 curve applied. That being said, it still doesn't quite look like the Kodak Killer LUT. So let's go ahead and actually apply the Kodak Killer LUT to my footage and see how that compares. All right, so I have brought the clip to Rec 709, then I'm gonna go to Peter McKinnon's LUTs, Kodak Killer, drag it here, and that looks substantially better. The oranges are actually more or less in the same place. I feel like my footage is a little bit more overexposed, so like what I could then do is just add another node and maybe just bring it down a little bit, make those darks a little heavier, just something like that, and that looks way better already. So here on screen real quick, the shot matched clip, the Rec 709 and shot matched clip, and the Rec 709 and LUT. Up next, let's do Black Eye. So once again, just direct shot match the clip. Let's see what that looks like. It's okay. You know, I feel like the skin tones are a little bit wonky. Once again, there's sort of greenery in the shot that I took over here, and there isn't in my clip, but DaVinci does seem to be applying this like a green hue over top. Let's color space transform it and then try again. There we go. And now shot match this clip. So this one does actually look a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just raise the gain a little bit just to give it a fighting chance. So it's pretty good, to be honest. Using the clip shot match on this one, let's see how that compares to the LUT itself. All right, so this LUT is Black Eye. That's not great, to be honest. I think in this instance, DaVinci Shotmatch sort of looks better. Let's move on to Vuhlandes and see what his LUTs look like. All right, so same thing here. I have this shot that I took from the promo of his LUT pack. I have this shot as well, and I sort of have similar shots that I took of myself on the subway. Let's see how these compare. So first things first, just your good old shot match to clip. That looks pretty good, to be honest. Interesting. That's not bad at all. I mean, my skin tone is a little washed out, but considering that was just like a 2-click ordeal, that is pretty good. All right, let's try it with the color space transform. All right, so what I'm gonna do in this instance, just because I feel like I need to push a little bit more light into the LUT, is I'm gonna offset it a little bit before going into the Rec 709 transform, something like that. And then add node serial and shot match it later. Shot match the clip. That looks pretty good. Okay, side by side comparison with the previous one. Right, so this Rec 709 curve like really saves my skin tone substantially, and it still looks really close to that original one. I'm very impressed with this, to be honest. I was not expecting it to be this good. All right, last one to do is the LUT itself. So just gonna go ahead and color space transform this, and I'll offset going into the LUT exact same amount so that it's as fair as possible. All right, now let's find the LUT. So this is actually the case where I don't know which LUT was used because these are just screen grabs from his website. So I'm just gonna try all of them and see which one is the most similar. So this one is 7 Mile. All right, don't think it's that one. Let's try Ice Buffs. Okay, Coney. Could be that one, but that looks really dark. Or maybe if I adjust going into the LUT, let's see. Oh, see, could be this one. Maybe. Doesn't look great though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, going back to 36.15 on the offset to keep it fair. Reset this, and we still have My Baby. Yeah, I mean, I think Coney is the closest, but it's like really dark, and I thought maybe like removing the Rec 709 LUT, but even then, I don't know, like it's not great, not gonna lie. I mean, the DaVinci Shotmatch clip just looks significantly better in my opinion. So anyways, let's move on to the next shot just so we have a little bit of comparison. So for this one, we have this person over here, more of a close-up. I have more or less a similar thing. So let's go ahead and just shot match the clip as per usual and see. Not bad. Look at that. So obviously her skin tone is a little bit more like flushed out, which is really nice. I think perhaps if I apply the Rec 709 curve, then that I might get the same result. So let's try that. All right, there we go. And then shot match the clip. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. At this point, what I could do is just make it a little bit darker just so the parade matches a little bit more closely with this previous clip. And that's pretty much it. Look at that. That's impressive. All right, let's see what the LUT can do. So once again, Rec 709. I probably could have prepared this in advance, but so you can see my process, it's important. And then once again, I don't know which LUT was used, so let's try all of them. So yeah, that's not great. Ice Buffs, I'm gonna bet you that Coney is probably the one that Vuhlandes is using, but it's just so dark. Oh, hang on, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is, it's not great. Yeah, not my. Anyways, let's try the last one. And yeah, okay. Well, in this instance, I would say DaVinci Shotmatch really wins this round. It's not even a competition, but like, look at this. This looks really close. Whereas the LUTs are, I mean, to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed because I really love Vuhlandes' work. I think it looks just incredible. So I'm guessing like I must be using the LUT wrong based on his workflow, but I don't really understand. Like if I remove the Rec 709, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm at a bit of loss. Anyways, let's move on to Matti Haapoja. So the interesting thing about Matti's new LUT pack is not only does he have looks, aesthetic LUTs, but he also has conversion LUTs. So I guess we'll be trying a little bit of both. So first things first, I've got my, similar, as always, I'm trying to get more or less a similar shot. Obviously, I'm not in such an aesthetic location, but let's make these LUTs work a little bit, right? So as always, shot match the clip. That's not great. It's funny some of the stuff that it does because we're both wearing black shirts, right? But clearly the curve is not exactly the same because it's applying these hues on the black and really not the same. All right, so let's try the color space transform and then the shot match. Shot match to this clip. Not great. I mean, I think a major difference is that my face is really shaded, but even then, like the skin tones are off. All right, and now let's go to Matti's LUTs. And to be honest, you know what? Let's do both his conversion LUT and his look. So I guess I was using S-Log3 Gamut 3 Cine Rec 709. So let's do that as a conversion LUT. That looks pretty good. And then Sony, what look is he using over here? This is called Teal and Orange Filmic LUT. So let's use the exact same one. Teal and Orange Filmic. Okay. So it doesn't look atrocious. I feel like it needs a little bit of work, you know, like I need to go in and then here, let's go ahead and give it the time of day, add node serial, and let's see where the darks are down here. Okay, so we'll bring this down a little bit, something like that. The gamma, like obviously it's a completely different day, but we'll do something like that. And then where are the highlights? The highlights look more or less like they're in the same place. If we look at this blue scope over here. All right, side-by-side comparison. Not terrible, to be honest. I could add a little bit more contrast. I can bring this gamma down even further. Not bad, actually. Let's try, he has multiple conversion LUTs. So let's try a different conversion LUT now. So S-Log3 Gamut 3 Dark. What is this? Oh, interesting. So I guess that's sort of doing what I did, which is adding the contrast and the darkness. This one's pretty good, not gonna lie. I mean, significantly better than the DaVinci Shotmatch. At least look at this. And as far as like, if this were a cohesive edit, like, yeah, the shots don't look exactly the same because they're different shots. But if this was all edited together in like a movie, I could totally see these being back to back. So this is pretty cool, I gotta say. Nice, thanks, Matti. All right, last one. So here we have Matti with a moody warm LUT. So once again, let's just go DaVinci Shotmatch. That's moody for sure, but the skin tones, you know, where are they? I look like a ghost. And just for fun, I'm actually gonna use one of Matti's conversion LUTs here, and then I'm gonna try shot matching to clip. So I'll go ahead and create another node. I've used Matti's conversion LUT, and now let's shot match to, no, not this clip, to this clip. That's better for sure, but not perfect. So maybe let's see this LUT one more time. I'm gonna use the dark one because again we're on the moody train. So Cine LUTs, and this one was called Moody Warm, I believe. So let's go ahead and use that. Ooh, that's nice. They don't look exactly the same by any means, but it does look good. Okay, add serial, and I guess here I would match a little bit more closely, maybe lower the lift a little bit, just to bring it like something like that. And then what are we looking at here? It's a little bit more gain on Matti's, maybe, oh, maybe that's too much, and then lower the gamma just to make it even moodier, something like that. Sounds pretty good. That looks good. Okay, without the aesthetic LUT, look at that. So I am adding the moody warm LUT. It's definitely moody and warm, so the name's on point, and it looks substantially better than the DaVinci Shotmatch. So those are some pretty interesting results. With certain shots, DaVinci Shotmatch actually looks better than the creator LUTs. And in other instances, especially with Matti's, I would say, his LUTs actually look fantastic. And they didn't really translate very well with DaVinci Shotmatch. This is sort of inconclusive. I think it really depends on what your shot is and what the shot you're trying to match is. But the interesting thing is that DaVinci Shotmatch can work in certain instances. So if you are trying to go for a certain look, sometimes that's a great tool you can use. And, you know, always look at your scopes, and that can help you finesse the finer details. So that's it for this video. I hope you found the findings fun and interesting. If you made it this far into the video, a like and subscribe would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And if you do subscribe, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.